Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this evening here at Lemongrass Spa. We're going to have so much fun because I have two amazing moms with me tonight, and they're going to share lots of mom tips on how to get through a very hectic summer. I don't know about you, but I remember when my girls were little, we would try to juggle so many things, throw in a little mini vacay or a staycation. And when they were out of school, I found myself realizing I need to come up with some really fun things for these kiddos to do so I can still accomplish some of the things that I need to get done. So, Tammy and Brittany, thank you so much for joining. I'm going to start with you, Tammy, so you can introduce yourself. And would you tell us a little bit about your family and how long you've been with Lemongrass Spa?
Absolutely. Thank you, Heidi, and thank you for giving us this opportunity. I am Tammy Penner. I have been with Lemongrass for a little over 6 years, 6.5 years, and I am married to Troy now for 11 years. He is my biggest supporter. We live in North Carolina, absolutely love it there, and we have three kids. We have a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, so super busy. The best years, right, or the best stage right now. I love their ages. And we are a homeschooling family, and my husband works from home, so we are together every single day. Love it, but it makes a mom's life really, really busy. So yeah, this is going to be a really good topic.
I'm Brittany from Southwest Arkansas. I've been married to Mitch for 8 years now. We have two little kiddos, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I joined Lemongrass about 3 years ago, and it just has been so fulfilling. I love how it fits into mom life.
I love that, Brittany, so much. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Brittany. This is going to be such a great call and so beneficial for fellow moms, especially, now that we're into the summer months. So we know, summer, like I said earlier, can be super hectic, lots of things going on. Maybe you're trying to get some pool time in, some vacations in, all of those things. So when you're trying to get some things done, Tammy, I know you've got some tips that you wanted to share about mom life that you've experienced with your three children.
Yes, so I feel like a mom's life is busy year round, 24/7, but summer is like double. I really know why, but a few things that I'm doing this summer is one is Troy built the kids this crazy lemonade stand, and anybody could do this just with a table. Actually, that's how we started out, but we take it down to the end of the road and sell lemonade. Not only does it make the kids' day, but the community absolutely adores it. Like everyone stops whether they want a drink or not, and they will just drop some tip in the girls' little lemonade bucket. And it is so fun to watch the kids, first of all, and the people. And I don't know, I can, sneak in maybe some phone time to get work on my business while I'm down there with them. It also teaches them just more about entrepreneurial life, especially since I am a homeschooling mama. And since we spend all the time at home and work from home is something that is super important to me and my husband. So that is something we actually try to do once a week, and I highly advise it if you have kids and you're a mom because it's just something fun summer and makes summer go by faster. Maybe that's not a plus, but anyways. And then another thing is no judgment here. I'm a mom who gives my kids 2 or 3 popsicles a day. It is okay. If you set them outside with a popsicle, you have about 5 or 10 minutes to quick do something. Maybe it's like throw the laundry into the dryer, throw the dishes in the dishwasher. Maybe it's like send a message or two to a friend, or like share your skincare routine with a friend. Something you can get it done. Like you just have to be super intentional with the popsicle time with them going out the door. So yeah, that's just a few things. They're very, small things. They're random, but it's something that's working for me. So
Oh, I love that. Brittany, I know you've got some things to share as well.
Tammy, I love that popsicle story. I love it. It's so relatable. Yeah, so how I keep my children entertained throughout the summer days is it looks different every day. Every day is a little chaotic over here, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Here's a little something I did the other day. I had been trying to catch up on messages all day, and it was just not working. It was one of those days. And I also had the idea pop into my head, like, let's go turn the sprinkler on. So I had the kids go get their swim clothes on, and I went and got me a lawn chair, and we just sat there and I watched them playing the sprinkler, and I was able to get my messages all caught up and plus do extra there just in like that 45 minutes of them playing in the sprinkler. And it was just so fun. And I love that. So how I keep my children entertained throughout the summer days is kind of it looks different every day. Every day is a little chaotic over here, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Here's a little something I did the other day. I had been trying to catch up on messages all day, and it was one of those days. And I also had the idea pop into my head, like, let's go turn the sprinkler on. So I had the kids go get their swim clothes on, and we just sat there and I watched them playing the sprinkler, and I know they loved it. They made memories, and it helped me keep my sanity for a minute. And then another one was they are in a coloring era. They just love to color. So right now, monster trucks are life for them. So I printed off some monster truck pictures usually or something. I let them go onto my phone and just pick out what they want. And then like if I have something to do like a call to hop on or, you know, something with my team, anything. I just put the coloring pages beside me, pull up a chair, they climb up there, they get their colors, and they just scribble away and have so much fun. And it makes so many memories, and they are there in my workspace, and I'm not taking time away from them. They're with me.
Brittany, I love that. That is so much fun. You know, they're learning while they're enjoying their summertime and they're watching you. You're modeling it so well because they're watching you work. They're working on their projects all as well. So I love that. Such a great tip. And I know both of you have been working with a lot of moms, chatting with a lot of moms. And so what I'm really curious is when you talk with other women right now, what do you feel they're craving the most?
For me, I feel like what they crave the most is connection or community. Some of us kind of feel lonely if we're at home with just our kids all day, and we just want some meaningful relationships. We can hop on a Zoom as a team, and it can be chaotic. There's probably a kid or two crying, or someone's always holding a child on their lap. And it just, like, we can chat for an hour, and it just fills our cup, just hanging out together. And I just feel like that's what a lot of us moms are craving right now is community.
Yeah, and so much encouragement of each other. I see that with your community in a big way. Yeah, absolutely. Well, what has this business provided specifically for you personally, but then also for your family? And Tammy, we'll start with you.
I could talk about this all day, but I'm going to spare you guys. But this has been something that has just really completed my life in more ways than one. My cup is always overflowing, and I don't know, but to a mom, that's a big thing for us to get our cup filled back up at the end of the day. But one thing is, it's provided some really close friendships. Actually, I was just thinking this morning when I woke up, my alarm went off, and I was thinking about how my team members are my literally best friends, and I wake up every morning to messages from them, and that's like the first people I get to talk to, other than my family, and it really means a lot to me. And it's also just provided me to become a stronger leader. And I don't know, when I think of like motherhood and stuff, I think that like the leadership role and the motherhood just intertwines so beautifully together. And it's something that I'm just so grateful to just be part of and to learn more of and to just dive into and just learn it messy, even as a mom. It's okay. I mean, you think of motherhood, we don't know what we're doing when we become a mother. We just learn, right? And it's the same as when I started lemongrass here, and I've just been able to just put them all in one basket and learn together. And I absolutely just love this place. And especially as a family, it has given our family so much freedom and space to travel, is probably the main thing. We love to travel. We love to go all the places and take our kids all the places. And without doing lemongrass, we would not be able to do that as freely. And I'm so grateful for that.
I love that. So, as a busy parent with a packed schedule, what would you say to someone who's maybe thinking, I might be interested in joining lemongrass? So, what would you do? What would you do to encourage them?
So, yes, I want to talk about this because we've been talking about busy moms, right? All year long, but especially during the summer. And I talk to a lot of moms who I think their number one thing holding them back is they don't know if they have time to do something like this. Yes, would they love to? Absolutely. This is like a dream come true, right? But I actually want to share a story with you about a mom that just joined my team less than 30 days ago. And when she joined, she shared with me that she didn't even know she had 5 minutes a day. She says, I just don't know if I even have 5 minutes, but she says, I want to take a chance of this and I want to just go all in. She says, for myself. And here we are, 30 days later, and she has found so much connection here. She has found a community. She shows up to all the things. And she said, this is what she told me just the other day. She says, as a mom, we crave connection. And she says, I guess I didn't realize that outside of joining this. And so once she's in it, she realized that missing piece and just absolutely has clung to that. And not only that, but she's been able to find the time to devote her time to helping her friends and her people in her circle find cleaner skincare choices for their families, for her family, and easily in her first month, less than a month, sold well over $1,000 herself, and it's just been really impactful for her. So
Well, I love that, Tammy, and thank you for sharing that story because we find that so often. You know, people join for the fun, the flexibility, and then, of course, falling in love with products. And I know during the summer, there's a couple products that you two have been raving about. And so I can't wait to hear what some of your favorites are. Brittany, let's start with you.
Goodness. So anybody who knows me knows I love the bronzing drops right now. Like that's my ultimate favorite product at the moment. I talk about it so terrible much. It gives you this lovely sun-kissed glow and it like for us moms, we don't have a lot of time to get that tan on or whatever. And it gives you such a natural looking sun-kissed glow. And what I like to do is I like to mix it with one or two drop. Well, I like to mix one or two drops of the bronzing drops with my tinted moisturizer. And I don't know, it just makes this mama feel a little bit more put together on those crazy days.
Well, your skin is glowing, Brittany, so I can tell. How about you, Tammy? What's a couple favorites?
the bronze drops, absolutely. I mean, everything Brittany said times 10. Like a mom needs a bronzing drop in her life. I can, yeah, I can testify to the not having time to like get your tan on. So if you are a mom feeling that, definitely need to try the bronzing drops. Not only are they so amazing and pretty and all the things, but the ingredients, guys, the ingredients are top notch. So that's a huge thing also.
Well, and I know you mentioned when we've been chatting to Tammy behind the scenes is your tinted moisturizer is your go-to. And every time that I've been on a Zoom or a call with you and you've said, oh, all I'm wearing is my tinted moisturizer, your skin just looks so amazing. I love it. So
Yes,
natural,
guys.
sheer looking.
Yes, the tinted sunscreen is a must, like for real. If you are a mom who does not think you have time to like put on makeup, I always say it's like your no makeup look. And then not only that, but your face just feels completely protected from the sun. It's got just like we said, the top-notch ingredients, and it's something that I would not go without. So
Well, I know sharing is caring, and I know there's going to be some of you watching tonight that are like, you know, I've got a couple people in mind who I think would love to hear a little bit more about Lemongrass Spa and some of the tips that Tammy and Brittany shared this evening. So we're going to do a giveaway, and we thought it would be perfectly appropriate to pick Brittany and Tammy's favorite product, those beautiful glowing bronzing drops. So we're going to give away three tonight. So here's your instructions on how to get in the drawing. First of all, type in hashtag summer because we are right in the midst of summer. First day of summer just passed us by, right? And tag a friend who you think would really benefit from listening to this message tonight. Just those words of encouragement for two amazing moms. So hashtag summer, tag a friend, and you will automatically be entered to be in our drawing for the bronzing drops, and we will draw those names tomorrow morning. So get excited about that. Well, in closing, you know, what would you say to someone, Tammy, who you think is considering maybe becoming part of Lemongrass? They want to hear a little bit more. Tell us a little bit about what you would do to encourage them to consider Lemongrass Spa this summer.
listen, if you are someone who's listening tonight, and especially mom, I always like to say this that moms never get praised up much as they should, probably. Like when was the last time you folded the laundry and someone told you, good job, or maybe cleaned the dishwasher out? if you need a little bit more of that in your life, consider joining Lemongrass because that is all we do here. We just like to praise moms up and recognize moms and cheer them on, support them. This is like the most supportive group I've ever been a part of. And we are truly a family and just care for one another, watch out for one another. And so, if this is something that really spoke to you tonight, or you would love to give it a shot, I think that you could reach out to the person that invited you here and ask them why this business has become so important to them. And maybe you will find yourself here, and we would love to welcome you here.
Tammy, we sure would. Brittany, what would you say?
Just say exactly what Tammy said. The community here is amazing. Everyone cheers you on for every little win and big win, but I have never felt this kind of community anywhere, and I know we have something very special here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, Tammy, Brittany, thank you so much. There's lots of options in which you can join, and I'm going to be actually dropping those in the comments. We have such a fun special going on right now to join for $49. It comes with an adorable summertime tote bag and some of our 4 top selling summertime products. So get excited. We're going to definitely see a lot more people joining the rest of this month, taking advantage of that summer offer with that summer bundle. So, ladies, thank you so much for being here and thank you for watching tonight. I really appreciate everybody and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank
Thank
you.
you,